everybody. Fragrances that will get you laid. Now, let me say that personality is number one, okay? I'm not saying that if you throw on either of these fragrances and do absolutely nothing and stand in the corner, everyone's gonna come to you. No, okay? You gotta be welcoming, you gotta be present, you gotta be confident, but never cocky. There's a lot of fragrances like Versace Eros that are very sexy, but if you're cocky wearing it, it's a total turnoff. And the amount of girls in my DMs that have told me that they're sick of Eros because they always smell it on douchey guys, astronomical. So the first one I am going to mention is Egypt by Layton Bob. Unisex fragrance. This one is a spicy cardamom scent and it's delightful. This fragrance right here easily lasts over 8 hours, and typically people usually go for sweet scents or even those fresh and clean DNAs, but spicy DNA, another level. So Layton Bob Egypt. I'm gonna try to have everything linked in the description. Next, Layton by Parfums de Marly. It says Late. It says Late in the name. Yeah. Oh God. This is hot. This is a fragrance that is marketed to men. However, there are a lot of girls that like to use this as well. So don't be afraid to give it a shot. This is an apple, cardamom, also vanilla scent. So this one's sweet, but it's so versatile. Like you can use this any season. I would suggest against hot summer days, you know, when it's really, really scorching outside. But summer nights, summer evenings, dates, whatever, this thing is gonna pull through. It easily performs over 12 hours. You're gonna get a really nice scent trail, a really nice projection, or really nice projection. And yeah, great longevity with this scent. Compliment monster. The only people I really see hating on this fragrance are really men in the fragrance community that have moved past this fragrance. But unless you're trying to pull men in the fragrance community, then don't care what they have to say about if this is appealing to women or not. Because a lot of girls, their eyes roll back whenever they smell this fragrance. So Layton by Parfums de Marly. Now, Whore. Okay, this is a fragrance marketed to women, but I mean, if you like cherry, leather, tonka bean kind of fragrances, this is for you, okay? I find this scent to be mainly for people that love cherry, okay? If you're a fan of Lost Cherry by Tom Ford, I think you're gonna enjoy this. If you like L'Homme Idéal by Guerlain, I think you're gonna enjoy this fragrance right here. It does get attention. Is it my personal favorite? No, but on the right person, like this is really, really sexy. Like it's nothing that I would personally wear, but if I smelled this on a girl, I'd be like, damn, you're smelling good, you're smelling good. This one though, performance, I got around maybe 6 to 7-ish hours. I have to test it again though, because it projected really nicely. I did 3 sprays and then like, I couldn't stop smelling myself the first 2 hours. It was really pushing out. But after that, it kind of calmed down a bit. So don't think you're getting something that easily performs over 8 hours unless you overspray this. So Whore by Liara Rue. Yeah, she sent this to me. This is her fragrance, but it's fire. It's sexy. Okay, next is going to be Intense Cafe by Montale. Unisex fragrance, slightly leans a little bit feminine. Some people say. To me, it's just straight down the middle. I really think that this is hot on a guy. It's sexy on a girl. It is a coffee rose fragrance. And if there's one thing about Montale, it's that their scents perform over 12 hours. So like Layton, you don't have to worry about performance issues. This fragrance, well, usually anything that has coffee, but specifically this one, is very addicting. Like this is a scent that whenever I wear it, those hugs always last much longer because, you know, people are addicted to coffee in the first place. So when they smell it in a fragrance, it triggers something in their brain where they're like, I like this. I want to keep smelling this, or I want to be around this. And the rose in this fragrance isn't off-putting. It's not mature. It's not like funeral home, okay? So don't worry about that. But it is a little bit synthetic smelling. Some people get a little bit headachy when they wear this fragrance, so spray it on your back if you're someone that doesn't want it all up in your senses. But other than that, compliments galore. Intense Cafe by Montale. And let me put you there. I can't remember where I put that one. Cedrat Boise, Mancera. This is the first fresh fragrance on this list. I already lost count at what number we're at. Shit. But damn, this is a sex fragrance for sure. You know what? This, probably out of everything that I mentioned and I'm going to mention, this is the most versatile one. Probably one of the most versatile fragrances on this list that can be a signature scent, can be worn year round, and still has amazing sex appeal. And the cool thing about this fragrance is that it's a chameleon. You know, if you want to wear it for the purposes of getting raunchy, it'll work. But if you want to wear it just because it's hot outside and you need something fresh, this will work too. It's not like something that's always sexy, sexy, sexy in your face. You know, you can dress it up however you want it to, and it'll do whatever assignment you want it to do. But this one performs so, so well. I know I heard that newer batches aren't performing that good, but for me, this easily performs over a day that I smell this on myself. Cedrat Oud, it's a fruity fragrance, dries down with a woody base. So great scent. And oh my God, yes. So you know how I said that fragrance didn't slam you in the face with sex all the time? This one does. It's called Tuxedo by YSL. It's a part of their private blend. And this is a fresh, clean, green fragrance in the opening. And then it dries down smelling like this delicious bourbon vanilla. This is a fragrance that has gotten me the eyes rolling to the back. You know, they're just kind of like, oh my God, that smells so good. This has gotten me compliments from like 3 arms lengths away, even further, because I was just like walking by and I was like trying to do some stuff. And they're like, by the way, you smell really good. What's that fragrance? It's hot. So this is a very good scent. And the reason I haven't finished it yet is because I'm trying to cherish it, okay? Because I want a full-size bottle of this scent, and I don't know if I'll get it anytime soon, so it's sticking with me. I'm using the last bit of juice for a special occasion. I'll just say that. All right, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lucky number 7, let's go. Side Effect by Initio. One night stand you'll never forget. This is a unisex fragrance. If I didn't mention before, Tuxedo is a unisex fragrance. Cedrat Oud is a unisex fragrance that leans a little bit more masculine. But this, totally down the middle. This is a rum cinnamon fragrance. And holy shit, this is the kind of DNA that I personally am not the biggest fan of even when I'm wearing it. But for some reason, whenever I have it on, people love it. They cannot get enough of this fragrance. It performs easily over 12 hours. I do get it gets a bit heady when I have it in my like scent bubble. So I do spray it on my back or like on my arms. And sometimes like when I'm eating, I have to take off my jacket when I'm wearing this because it's just too much mixing with the food. But like if you're going to a bar, you're going to a club and you're wearing this fragrance, you will get the reactions you want to get. As long as you got that confidence going on, you're very, your head's not just down all the time, like you're making an attempt to talk to people and things like that, this thing will show out amazingly for you. Side Effect by Initio. Spank it. All right. Next. Boom, 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 boom. Number 8. Naxos. Naxos, Naxos, Naxos by Xerjoff, man. Tobacco, honey, vanilla. This fragrance, also unisex. A lot of the things on the niche side are marketed as unisex, so anybody can throw on anything that I mentioned here. But this is so delicious, and when this is in the air, it is on a whole nother level of pure sexiness. This definitely gets everybody's attention. There are some fragrances that, people have to get close to you in order to smell them and for it to work its magic, but no, this just pushes off your skin and it just projects really nicely that when you walk into the room and you're just like, let's say you're going to the bar, you're going to get a drink and you're going to meet your friends back at your table. So you're squeezing your way through. Everybody is going to smell this. And for the most part, they will love it. I guarantee you wear this on a date. Oh, yeah, wear this when you're trying to get intimate, whatever the case is. Even if you're going to events like lounges or bars, clubs, this is going to be a great fragrance. It's super, super sexy. And I know ladies, like when you hear tobacco, sometimes you're like, should I rock that? Is that going to be too masculine? Please give this one a shot. This is probably one of the easiest tobacco fragrances to rock that doesn't scream and screech masculine. Again, skin chemistry is a huge thing. So Naxos by Xerjoff. Now, number 9, Risala. Risala by Arabian Oud. Sorry, just give us a moment. This fragrance is a beast. You want something that's gonna last you 2 days, 3 days? This is the fragrance for you right here. It smells like oud, saffron, and rose the whole entire time, okay? There is chocolate, there is vanilla, but it would be misleading if I tell you this is a chocolate fragrance. This is a vanilla fragrance because the vanilla doesn't pop off until like 6 or 7 hours on my skin. And I definitely don't smell the chocolate until past the 10th hour on my skin. So I'm gonna share my personal experience with that. Maybe on you, it's there at the very beginning, but for me, all I get for those first few hours are oud, saffron, and rose. So unless you really enjoy those kind of notes, be cautious about this one. Don't buy this because you think, oh, it's a chocolate fragrance that's sexy. Like, it's the 3 that I mentioned before are constant and they're pushing, you know? So this is a fragrance that fills the room. This thing gets a ton of compliments because everybody can smell it. And it's also polarizing for that reason because, you know what? No, I'm gonna say this. This is a fragrance that gets a lot of compliments, but the problem I have with it is me being the wearer and it being too much for me. The only complaints I've seen of this fragrance are from the people wearing it, never from outside compliments. So don't worry about compliment factor. It's huge with this fragrance. It really does reach into every single room and it stays there. Okay, so I'm here in my bedroom right now. If I spray this and leave, and if I only do 1 spray on myself and I leave and I come back tomorrow, I will still smell this fragrance. And I'm not over exaggerating that by any means. This is super, super sexy. I only did 1 spray and like I said, compliments for 2 days straight. And on that 2nd day, I was testing another fragrance. And like when I was probably like a long ways away, somebody was like, yeah, you smell really nice. I'm like, damn, they could smell. And it was like a designer scent. I can't remember what I was testing. But they're like, no, it doesn't smell like lemon. It's like, it's a very like, it's like a heavier woody kind of scent. And I'm like, oh shit, they're smelling the oud from this thing. So big performer right here, huge compliment getter. Risala by Arabian Oud. Man, my cheek is itchy. Now number 10. I was thinking of going also into the designer side here, but I think I might just no, you know what? I'll do, these are private blend niche. That's what I'm gonna say. I'll do a separate video for designers. But for designer private blend, I have to say Ombre Nuit by Dior. I just have to. Like, this is sexy, cozy, and I know you hear me talk about this a lot, and I am not getting paid to talk about this fragrance. Okay, this is the one scent I would keep out of everything in my collection if I had to wear it for the rest of my life. Okay, this is an amber rose fragrance that is definitely cozy, but if you're trying to get into that raunchy, wild environment, it's definitely gonna do that job. It's a scent that when you smell it in the air, you're gonna want your nose on that person's neck. It's just super welcoming, very inviting, very approachable, and at the same time, just it oozes sex appeal. This is a fantastic fragrance. It is soft though, so don't think you're gonna be getting something that performs easily over 8 hours. For me, I get 8 hours with this fragrance, but it's because I think my skin latches onto it really nice, or it latches onto my skin really, really nicely. And on top of that, I don't only stick with like 5 sprays if I want this shit to last. Like, I don't mind doing 10 sprays of this, 15 sprays of this if I'm going out. You know what I mean? So up to you on how much you want to handle. But this is a lovely, like I said, amber rose fragrance. In my collection, I think those are the first ones that came to my mind. And those are the ones, the reason I was able to pick them out easy, and I didn't script this or anything like that, is because these have given me reactions that are more on the sexual side than just, oh, that smells really nice. And these are just like, just trust me. They're very sexy fragrances. Anyways, I wouldn't lie to you, all right? Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.